Hey guys, my name is Kevin Browne. I've become known over the past 4 or 5 years as someone who really understands how to do messaging on LinkedIn to shake the trees and bring in revenue where your connections may be sitting dormant. I mean, we all know that the money's in the list. We're all on LinkedIn, so we all have a list, and yet we all have these connections. And the predominant problem I hear from people is, I don't know what to do with my connections. Well, I was a Madison Avenue and Los Angeles-based copywriter for 2 decades, and for the past 4 years, I've been perfecting sequences and welcome emails and invitations to connect on LinkedIn that do shake the trees. And in 2017, I generated over $22 million by doing it. I believe in a philosophy of helping people, and you should too, by the way. You should not be trying to sell. You should be trying to help. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to help you understand that because LinkedIn has restrictions on the amount of search that you can do, even inside your own existing connections, if you use their search function and you're in the free version of LinkedIn, you're going to run out of runway. You're going to run out of the ability to do search. So this technique that I'm about to show you gets you around that and gets you to 90 to 95% of your connections, no matter what. And if you use LinkedIn messaging like a muscle, what you'll come to find is you can't just come out of the box and start messaging 200 people a day. Don't do that. Start at 25, then go to 48, then go to 77. Then go to 102, then go to 145, 168, and then eventually land at about 200 after a few weeks. And the reason for that is LinkedIn is like a muscle. They want to see you using it properly. You don't just come out of the gate. If you do, you run the risk of your account being shut down, and that's a big no-no. Okay, on to the technique. I love showing people this. This is a good one. Okay, it all starts here with your message. You can see that there are 3 areas highlighted in yellow. These are the areas you're going to want to adjust every day, okay? But this is a cut and paste technique, so it is not time consuming. Hey, first name, and a very happy Sunday, October 7th to you, which it is today. I wanted to thank you for connecting with me, it means a ton. Okay, so I want to start off this new relationship perfectly. When you have questions about really killing it on LinkedIn, I insist that you run, don't walk, over to me and ask away. I generated 22 million on LinkedIn last year. Here to help share what I know. Ooh, look, the weekend has 2 more days to it. That's because Monday is Memorial Day. The reason these are in yellow and highlighted is because these are the areas that you're going to change. It is critical that you have the first name, and it is really critical that you have a reference to today in the first line. People want to see that timeliness, okay? And if you could do something down here, that's fine. So now let me show you exactly what you're going to do. You're going to go to Google, and you're going to type in top male names, okay? This is very different. I'm sure you haven't thought of this, but when we found it, this is exactly what we do. Okay, here's the link that you want. Top names over the last 100 years, Social Security, click on that. That's going to show you the top male and female names for the past 100 years, which is really, really cool. Okay, starts with James for the men and Mary for the women. These are the names that you're going to use to get to your first level connections. And here's what we do. Could not be easier. Okay, you're going to take the name James, and then you're going to go back to your document, and you're going to change first name into James. Let me just grab that again, copy that, and put that right there. Okay, and I'm going. Obviously, I would take the highlight out of here and the highlight out of here. But what I can do now is I can copy and paste this entire thing. Okay, and watch this. So now I have his name, the date, another reference at the bottom. I go back to my LinkedIn account. I click on this button, the messaging button up top here. And well, I just want to show you something first, and this is sort of important. I mean, I want to show you that I do have quite a few connections, and it's having gathered these connections that we came up with some of these techniques. And I'm going to do more of these videos if you guys are interested, just to help you along. Okay, so back to messaging. And then all you do is type in the word James, James, oops, into this search bar right here, above the messaging. So here, if you hit James, guess what? Here are all the Jameses in your first level. Now, that's really, really cool, because if you're doing a very 30,000 foot view message, you can literally go to this list and go down the names of the men and go down the names of the women, and using this technique right here, okay, all you've done is you've copied and pasted the name into a very standardized yet super cool message. This is the welcome message. I'm not going to show you my invitation to connect, and I'm not going to show you my messages, but this is the invitation. You get a sense of the tone. So now it's, hey James, and a very happy Sunday, October 7th to you. People will read what comes next. If what comes next does not sell, but brands you and makes you cool and does this, I'm here to help share what I know, you have a good chance in your messaging sequence of having inbound phone calls happen. So that's a really, really, really strong technique for running around LinkedIn search. Again, if anyone needs help with messaging sequences, not only am I here to help, I'm happy to take a look at what you've got and critique it if that helps you. I can tell you that the number one problem I see is that people, A, try to rush the sale too fast, B, pat themselves on the back too hard, and C, write too much copy. It's just meaningless. I have techniques where I set up Google alerts for my clients, and I send them great content. I send great content out to connections. I build relationships, and so should you. You can do this. I just happen to do it at a this is what I do for a living. So anyway, I hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you use it. I mean, you could hand this video off to someone in your office and build a beautiful sequence that is sent out, and you can shake your own trees, because we all have connections, and there's all the money that you need is sitting in your connections. You just have to shake the trees the right way. Anyway, this has been Kevin Browne on Sunday. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please send me a little note. Okay? Thank you guys. Have a great holiday weekend.